greatest, ain't no debating on it. I'm still levitated, I'm heavily medicated. Ironic, I gave him love and they end up hating on me. She told me she loved me and she been waiting. Been fighting hard for your love and I'm running thin on my patience. Needing someone to hug, even took it back to the basics. You see what you got me out here doing? Might have threw me off, but can't nobody stop the movement. Let's go. Left foot, right foot, levitating. Pop stars, do a leap with the baby. I had to lace my shoes for all the blessings I was chasing. If I ever slip, I fall into a better situation. So catch up, go put some cheese on it, get out and get your bread up. They always leave when you fall, but you run together. Weight of the world on my shoulders, I kept my head up. Now baby, stand up, cause girl, you
want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. My love is like a rocket, watch it blast off. And I'm feeling so electric, down so awesome. And even if I wanted to, I can't stop. Yeah, 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 yeah. My love is like a rocket, watch it blast off. And I'm feeling so electric, down my ass off. And even if I wanted to, I can't stop. Yeah, 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 yeah. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
Why do all the monsters come out at night? Why do we sleep when we want to hide? Why do I run back to you like I don't mind if you ruin my life? Another day, another headache in this hangover hotel. Getting used to the rhythm, yeah, I know this beat too well. Tunnel vision's got me feeling like you're the only one I see, but I know.
Hey,
You know my ex, so that makes it all feel complicated, yeah.
It all seems complicated.
I read those texts that you sent to yours, but I'll never say it, yeah.
I'll never say
You walked in my
I don't wanna be alone tonight. It's pretty clear that I'm not over you. I'm still thinking about the things you do. So I don't wanna be alone tonight, alone tonight, alone tonight. Can you light the fire? I need some somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Look what you made me do. I'm with somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. I'm dancing, I'm dancing. Dancing with a stranger. I'm dancing, dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger. Baby, now and then I think about me now and who I could have been. And then I picture all the perfect that we lived, till I cut the strings on your tiny violin. My mind's got a mind of its own right now, and it makes me hate me. I'll explode like a dynamite if I can't decide, baby. My head and my heart are torturing me. Yeah, lost my mind in your arms. I've gone to extremes. Yeah, when angels tell me run, and monsters call it love. My head and my heart are caught in between. Yeah, la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Tell me yes or no. Asking the heavens, should I stay or should I go? You held my hand when I had nothing left to hold, and now I'm on a roll. My mind's got a mind of its own right now, and it makes me hate me. I'll explode like a dynamite if I can't decide, baby. My head and my heart are torturing me. Yeah, lost my mind in your arms. I've gone to extremes. Yeah, when angels tell me run, and monsters call it love. My head and my heart are caught in between.
thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Don't stop now. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't show up, don't come out, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now, walk away, you know how, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, walk away.
Can't keep my hands to myself. No matter how hard I'm trying to, I want you all to myself. Your metaphorical gin and juice. So come on, give me a taste of what it's like to be next to you. Won't let one drop go to waste. Your metaphorical gin and juice. Oh, all of the downs and the uppers keep making love to each other, and I'm trying. All of the downs and the uppers keep making love to each other, and I'm trying, but I can't keep my hands to myself. Hands to myself. Can't keep my hands to myself. Hands to myself. The doctors say you're no good, but people say what they wanna say, and you should know if I could, I'd breathe you in every single day. Oh, 'cause all of the downs and the uppers keep making love to each other, and I'm trying. All of the downs and the uppers keep making love to each other, and I'm trying, but I can't keep my hands to myself. Hands to myself. Can't Can't keep my hands to myself. I mean, I could, but why would I want to? Hands to myself. Can't keep my hands to myself. Hands to myself. Can't keep my hands to myself. I want it all, no nothing else. Can't keep my hands to myself. Give me your all and nothing else. Can't keep my hands to myself.
I took an arrow to the heart. I never kissed a mouth that tastes like yours. Strawberries and something more. Ooh yeah, I want it all. Lipstick on my guitar. Fill up the engine, we can drive real far. Go dancing underneath the stars. Ooh yeah, I want it all. Got me feeling like I wanna be that guy. I wanna kiss your eyes. I wanna drink that smile. I wanna feel like like my soul's on fire. I wanna stay up all day and all night. Yeah, you got me singing like, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. And we'll say, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. Into the car, on the backseat in the moonlit dark. Wrap me up between your legs and arms. Ooh, I can get enough. You know you could tear me apart. Put me back together and take my heart. I never thought that I could love this hard. Ooh, I can get enough. You got me feeling like I wanna be that guy. I wanna kiss your eyes. I wanna drink that smile. I wanna feel like like my soul's on fire. I wanna stay up all day and all night. Yeah, you got me singing like, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. And we'll say, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. Baby, you burn so hot, you make me shiver with the fire. You got this thing you started, I don't want it to stop. You know you make me shiver. Baby, you burn so hot, you make me shiver with the fire. You got this thing you started, I don't want it to stop. You know you make me shiver. Yeah, you got me singing like, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. Oh no, say, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. Yeah.
Holding me back, gravity's holding me back. I want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't we leave it at that? Nothing to say, and everything gets in the way. Seems you cannot be replaced, and I'm the one who'll stay. Oh, in this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just answer the phone. Harry, you're no good alone. Why are you sitting at home on the floor? What kind of pills are you on? Ringing the bell, and nobody's coming to help. Your daddy must be himself. He just wants to know that you're well. In this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. As it was. As it was. You know it's not the same.
Go home, get headlines, feed internet. I don't wanna talk about the way that it was. Leave America, 2 kids follow her. I don't wanna talk about us doing it first.
As it was. You know it's not the same as it was.
Please remain standing as our students sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the
Oh.
Chorus will be before dinner, so if you want to go join your class. After Mr. Cass, come right down.
Thank you very much to our students for that beautiful rendition. I'd like to welcome you, the family and friends of our graduates, the faculty and staff of our school, the community members, alumni, school board members, seminary trustees to the campus at Sanborn Regional High School, and our graduation, the 133rd for Sanborn. My name is Brian Stack, and I am proud to be the principal of this school. I have several people joining me on stage tonight that I'd like to acknowledge. They are sitting behind me. I have Dr. Bob Dawson, Assistant Principal, Student Life. We have Dawn Dutton, our School Board Chair. Ms. Heidi Levitt, our Director of School Counseling. Mr. Tom Ambrose, our Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Steve Krzyzanowski, Assistant Principal. Mrs. Carrie Ouellette and Carolyn Cadaret, our class advisors. Miss Connie Carson, one of our building coordinators for special education. Dr. Patty Haynes, Director of Teaching and Learning. Miss Jennifer Mitchinson, Assistant Principal. I also want to thank some people behind the scenes for which today would not be possible, and that includes people like Sally Lantigua, Deirdre Cotter, Dan Doyle, Deb Haley, Angela Cummings, Joni Marsilia, Rick Terrio, our facilities staff, Kingston Fire Department, police department, and all of the other staff who helped make today possible. How about a round of applause? And of course, our tech department for streaming tonight as well. Thank you very much for that. It is now my honor to welcome to the stage someone to help me give out two very important awards to start our night off. Second Lieutenant Nicholas Lang, United States Army Armor Officer, a 2022 graduate of Norwich University, and a member of Sanborn's class of 2018. Would you please join me on stage? It looks a little different than the last time I saw him. We're doing a game time switch. We will have a second person joining us for this presentation. While he's coming up here, I would like to invite Ethan Gregoire and Hannah Douglas to the stage, please. Ethan and Hannah, on behalf of your selfless decision to serve our country, and on behalf of the Sanborn community, we want to thank you. Ethan's headed off to the United States Marines. Hannah? And Hannah to the Air National Guard. And you may present them. Thank you so much for being here. You may present them their medals. It's okay, you can get it. There we go. Perfect. Thank you both. Thank you. Tonight, our community honors the academic accomplishments of the class of 2022. It's a group that learned the hard way what it means to be flexible, even in the face of a global pandemic which disrupted their high school experience. This class and their generation has turned lemons into lemonade. They've accepted the challenge to turn this entire ordeal into an opportunity to build a brighter future. The graduates that sit before all of us this evening, they're amazing individuals. They're scholars, musicians, thespians, and athletes. They selflessly give back to our community through service projects. They've won awards, they've broken records, they're curious, passionate, they're finding their path, giving back, and making good choices. They are our future, and I couldn't be prouder. Graduates, please stand if you're a student athlete. Congratulations on your commitment to your team and our program. You may be seated. Graduates, would you please stand if you were part of our student council, honor society, club, music, drama, any of our extracurriculars here at Sanborn. These are a high point in our community. You may be seated. Graduates, please stand if you have already successfully completed college-level classes in high school, AP, Running Start, Southern New Hampshire University, and Northern Essex Community College. Amazing. You're well on your way to better things. Take a seat. Graduates, please stand if you have successfully completed a 2-year certificate program at the Seacoast School of Technology, an internship, or an ELO through our school. We are proud to have one of the most successful programs in the state for this, and you are well on your way to your career path. You may be seated. And lastly, graduates, please stand if you've earned an industry credential while you were in high school, some sort of a certification. There are some of you there, that's right, thank you. You may be seated. And lastly, please stand if you are a New Hampshire scholar. And you may be seated. As you can see, we have very well-versed, well-rounded, well-educated graduates who are going to do well in their future. I would now like to announce some special graduation titles. These are based on the final weighted cumulative grade point averages that were calculated at the end of the school year. I'd like each of these students to come to the stage to receive their award. First, ranked 3rd in the class, our class essayist, Andrew Turkington. Next, ranked 2nd in the class, our salutatorian, Miss Sarah Kelly. And ladies and gentlemen, ranked 1st in the class, the valedictorian of the class of 2022, Tessa Holt. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium one of our assistant principals, Mr. Steve Krzyzanowski.
Super fast. Hi. So high school is a lot like a television series. It contains, at the very least, drama, a whole lot of drama, comedy, horror, you get it. Students, many of us in the crowd today, teachers, parents, other family members, we've seen you at your highest highs and your lowest lows. In the past few weeks, I felt like I've been watching my favorite sitcom wrap up its final season. Watching you guys this year is like watching some of my favorite characters getting all their send-offs, some leaving for college, some starting careers and trades, some taking time off, some venturing on other adventures. And I know each of you will be successful in those adventures. 4 years, how long we've been together, is the average TV show takes to hit its peak. And what a television show we've had here. Season 1, normal 9th grade drama. Season 2 and 3 featured abbreviated seasons. School district redesign, global pandemic, no biggie. And then season 4 is just, normalcy and a bunch of flashback episodes. So as the lights go down on your time at Sanborn, sad as that is, I hope you take what you've learned here as you depart on your own shows. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. I hope you guys do reunion shows together, and may you continue to do spin-offs and guest star in each other's lives, and congratulations, class of 2022.
I was worried he was going to make me start crying. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Timothy Young to introduce our first student speaker of the evening.
Hi. So, I'm Dr. Timothy Young, but that's not really important. What is important is Finn Blomberg. So I've known Finn basically since the start of when he got here at Sanborn. Finn has been with the math team as a mathlete for 4 years. Whoa! And Finn survived my physics honors class, where unfortunately we didn't get to talk about Coriolis forces or large-scale nonlinear fluid dynamics or heat and mass transfer, but Finn is going to be studying plenty of that, and we can thank him for the weather because Finn is going to be studying meteorology. And with that, Finn.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I just want to make sure I have a good volume for this. Okay. Good afternoon, Sanborn community. After a long 4 years, we have finally arrived at our graduation ceremony. It has been a different path for each of us. We have survived through the storms and the clear skies that represent our best and worst days, now respectively. But we did it, and now we're here. I've always dreamt of being a meteorologist my whole life, so of course I can't help but relate how much my path through high school relates to the path of an highly unpredictable tornado. Yeah. Fact. Although it only lasts for approximately 4 years, the amount of energy released by this high school tornado is unparalleled compared to any other storm system. That's my honest opinion of high school. As a future meteorologist, like Doc said, I have been able to relate each year this tornado to specific meteorological events. For example, our freshman year, at least from my perspective, was much more predictable than what you would think. Kind of like a passing shower. It came and went with nothing particularly noteworthy. It was a little inconvenient at times, like trying to figure out the schedule and trying to learn the process of high school. But we've had about 10,000 new schedules since then. So that inconvenience never really went away. Sophomore year started out just fine, but then we got hit by the nor'easter known as COVID, which we had to dig ourselves out of, not metaphorically, and had to keep our faces safe from the frozen air by wearing masks. How inconvenient. Junior year was like the first day of a welcome season change. There were still issues, COVID still's a thing, but things were starting to get better as we started to dig ourselves out from the COVID flurries. It was also my first year at SST, which was like a tropical vacation away from the same old predictable weather of Sanborn. No offense to anyone. senior year has been a breeze, like the one right now, both physically and metaphorically. As we all gather together here for our final day at Sanborn, after everything we've gone through, we are treated to a rainbow after a powerful storm. The end of an unforgettable experience and the start of a new beginning. A rainbow, as you might know, comes from rain. No surprise there. The perspiration, along with tears of sadness and joy that represent the droplets that the beam of sun always manages to shine through. I would like to thank you all on this nice, clear summer day who came to witness this unforgettable moment. The teachers we've been with for so long, the parents watching their children succeed, and to the students, to the start of our new beginnings. And also, while I'm up here, I would like to say, hence, I learned that Mr. Stack and Mr. Krzyzanowski, this is their last time you're going to see them. So can we all get a good round of applause? May the paths ahead of you be filled with clear skies. I know you'll get it. I know, yeah. You used to be a meteorologist as well.
I'm so proud of you. I just can't. Following my dreams.
Thank you.
I can't even top that. That was amazing. And to see the Blomberg family over there just beaming as they should. Thank you, Finn. I would now like to invite to the podium Mr. Aaron Cass to introduce our second speaker.
Short people. Okay. Class of 2022, congratulations, you did it. Our next speaker impresses me for many of the same reasons that all of you impress me. Each of you should be proud because you have made choices. If you are sitting here on your way to graduating, you have had to choose more than any class I've seen in my 15 years at Sanborn to make that happen. You have not had it easy, and you should know that by getting through this historically challenging time, you are a little stronger, more resilient, and more resourceful than the peers that came before you. For our next speaker in particular, I am impressed with how she has chosen to express herself. She is not typically one to draw attention or be loud, but on more than one occasion, she has put aside her small worries to speak up for what she believes in, and can do it with a little sense of humor too. It wasn't always easy, but she has found her voice, and I'm delighted that she is here to speak to you today on behalf of the class of 2022. Please welcome class treasurer, stand-in student rep, future student at the New York Institute of Technology, Emma Crowe.
Now, I told Mr. Cass I was going to grade him, and I thought he submitted his speech a little bit late, so I'll give it like a 3.5. You can't get a 4 if it's late, so. All right. But thank you, Mr. Cass, for the amazing introduction. Let's give another round of applause to the Senior Class Council, Mr. Stack, and the rest of the administration, and everyone who put together this amazing event today. Hello, class of 2022, staff, and families of the graduating class. My name is Emma Crowe, and if you know anything about me, you know I fall. All the time. It's really impressive. Picture this. It's 7:18 a.m. It's 7:18 a.m. It's a cold, rainy Friday morning, and here I am, rushing into the building to head upstairs for my chemistry test. The clock is ticking. I have sweat beating down my forehead, and I'm zipping through all the other kids to make it through the doors before they lock at 7:20. Finally, right on time, I make it inside. I even stopped to hold the door for a few kids. Feeling great, like I just completed Mission Impossible. I take one step off the carpet, time slows down. Freshmen are screaming, Miss Allie is crying, and then my foot starts to slip. I try to stop myself, but my backpack catches up with me, slams me in the back of the head. Mr. K is standing there, horrified, and the entire atrium goes silent. Boom! I hit the ground, knee first, right onto my healing torn ACL, and all of it was on camera, which, yes, I gathered. Needless to say, did not pass that chem test. These... That's true. None of us did. These fall on your face moments are not something that's new to me. Sometimes it's as if I'm more comfortable walking on my head rather than my feet. At times it was really funny, and other times it was definitely frustrating. Falling constantly, whether it's physically or metaphorically, sucks. You always want to make the jump. You always want to meet your goals and expectations, but sometimes life just knocks you off your feet. The last 2 years, we've all felt like we were knocked down more than once. For some, it might look like piling work, missed due dates, limited access to help. For others, it could have looked like your favorite sport losing a season and struggling to get back into it after the time off. Sometimes it looks like your grandfather ending up in the ICU a week before you're supposed to speak at graduation. Whatever it was, you fell flat on your face, and it sucked. Getting up from a fall like that isn't easy. I know I struggled a lot to get myself back on track. I wasn't doing my homework, I was sleeping all day while stuck at home, and coming back to school every day with the same expectations as before the pandemic felt impossible. Even now, I sometimes find myself wondering how much easier it would have all been if I didn't lose my footing, if I didn't let myself fall so hard. What if I just never fell in the first place? Except, the fall isn't what matters. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. No matter how dramatic, hurtful, or downright hilarious the fall is, what matters is that you chose to get back up, you chose to keep trying, and you chose to do what makes you happy. All of us are here today because we all chose to stand back up. The teachers, who have had some of the hardest years in their careers, got back up. The staff, who had to completely readjust how they do their jobs with nationwide scrutiny, got back up. Our parents, who had to navigate raising us while working from home and dealing with all of the shortages, got back up. And all the graduates here today, faced with so many challenges and curveballs, I would bore you all trying to list them, we got back up. Whatever path you decide, whether that's college, the workforce, heading off to serve our country, even if you're not sure what path you're on yet, don't be afraid to fall on your face a couple times. Trust me, I'm an expert, and I'm telling you, you will get back up. You will continue to make the world proud. You will continue to be the amazing humans you already are. Congratulations to the class of 2022. You've already made your mark on the world. Continue to do so, even if you fall on your face a couple times.
Nice job, Emma. At this time, I'd like to ask the graduates who are part of the band and the choir to head over and join your fellow musicians under the music tent. We have a great opportunity tonight to hear from our band and our choir. They're under the direction this evening by music teachers Nicole Bartlett and Matthew Brad. I think we have a secret administrative musician joining us, Mr. Ambrose, as well. much for our band and choir. All right. And we're going to give our graduates just a second to return over here. While we're doing that, I just had an announcement for you. If you didn't get a chance to do so already, there's a QR code on the back of the program. That QR code will take you to the website where you can download pictures from tonight's event. Life Touch Photography is going to be taking pictures throughout the evening. They've been doing candid shots. They'll be taking a formal picture of every graduate as well after they've gotten off the stage. When you log on to that website, you use facial recognition technology. You upload a picture of your graduate, any picture that you have, and then it will face match to all the pictures in the album that have your graduate. So check that out. That's something you'll be able to do after the ceremony. I have the honor of introducing our final student speaker, the president of the class of 2022. To help you understand the kind of leader that he is, I want to first tell you a true story about a U.S. Navy jet pilot, Charlie Plum. Flew 74 successful combat missions over North Vietnam for a program that later became known as Top Gun. 5 days before his tour was to end on his 75th mission, he was shot down somewhere over Vietnam. He spent the next 6 years as a prisoner of war before he was finally released. Years later, he and his wife were sitting at a restaurant, and a man from another table came over and said, "You're Plum. You flew fighters in Vietnam from aircraft carriers, and you got shot down." "Well, how in the world did you know that?" asked Plum. "Well, I'm the guy that packed your parachute," the man replied. And Plum gasped in surprise and gratitude. The man pumped his hand and said, "I guess it worked." And Plum assured him, "It sure did. If your chute hadn't worked, I wouldn't be here today." And that night, Plum couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about that man. Plum said, "I kept wondering what he might have looked like in a Navy uniform. A white hat, a bib in the back, and bell-bottom trousers. I wondered how many times I might have seen him and not even said, 'Good morning, how are you?' or anything, because you see, I was a fighter pilot, and he was just a sailor." As Charlie likes to ask, who's packing your parachute? Well, here's the thing about Jacob Thomas. He spent 4 years packing parachutes for the class of 2022. These parachutes have come in all kinds of forms, from homecoming, winter carnival plans, prom plans, graduation plans, and a host of other activities. Jacob is a true leader. He's well respected not because of what he says, but because of how he acts. He's a doer. He inspires others to act and follow his lead. In life, I want Jacob to pack my parachute. Friends, it's my honor and my privilege to introduce to you the president of the class of 22, Mr. Jacob Thomas.
Hello, families, friends, and teachers, and congratulations to the graduates. My name is Jacob Thomas, and I'm the senior class president. I was asked to give a speech for graduation at the beginning of the school year, and I happily accepted. I figured I could write a great speech in a 10-month span, but I struggled to write this speech. I procrastinated, pushed it off to the very last moment. I finally realized why. Today not only completes the last 4 years of high school for us, but also the last 18 years of our lives. We are now taking the first steps into adulthood. To be honest, it's a scary thought and a bit overwhelming. I pushed off writing this speech because it's the last thing I will do as a high school student. It's true that, like most of us, I was very excited to graduate, but as I thought about what I wanted to say tonight, I realized I'm also very nervous. As I wrote this speech, I felt like I have felt many times this year, a little lost and nervous about the future. I was never really certain if I was doing the right thing or making the right decisions, but no one could give me the answers, and I knew I needed to make these tough decisions on my own. When I started applying for colleges, scholarships, and all the other fun senior things, I was looking for someone to tell me what to do, and that was my first taste of adulthood. I had to make these decisions on my own. It was my life and my choices, but I still looked around for someone to tell me that I was making the right decisions. I had all these questions about the future, but no one could answer them. And as I got further into my senior year and started making more decisions, I got more comfortable with the idea of uncertainty. I started to realize that not every choice has a right or wrong answer, and that no matter what I choose, I had to be confident and know that's what I wanted for myself. I also learned not to dwell on those choices. We have our entire lives ahead of us, and a lot of decisions we make will become so minuscule that we should have never worried about them in the first place. We spend so much of our time stuck on deciding whether we should or shouldn't do something that we could miss an opportunity altogether. So the best advice I can give to us today is to enjoy the moment, trust your instincts, and be confident in your decisions. We have come so far, and the future is wide open. This is just the beginning, and I know that whatever any of us decide, we are prepared and we will all do great things. Thank you to our families and all of our teachers who helped us to get where we are today, and congratulations to the class of 2022. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. President. And it's now my honor to introduce to the podium a true leader, somebody that had to do it in quite some challenging times, and he did it with poise and dignity and grace. A friend, a colleague, I'd like to introduce to the podium our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Thomas Ambrose.
Thank you. Every year, I look forward to one particular night. And every year it is truly my favorite night of the school year, and that is the senior awards, the academic awards, the scholarship night that occurs in May. And I wanted to tell you that this year was particularly difficult for me because I had COVID and missed that special night with you. And I wanted you to know how hard it was for me to be home while you were all together, because you all know how much I love Zoom calls. So I wanted to share a couple of things that I almost always share at that event before I give you my remarks this evening, because I think that they're important. One is, I wanted all of the moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, the families, to just take a moment and look at the people next to you and congratulate each other for what you've done, because this is the product of your lives. So can you just take a moment and look to the person next to you? Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause, and the kids, give them a round of applause. Let's rock it out. Come on. I had the incredible good fortune of growing up in a town very similar to our towns. I grew up in northern Maine, and you had family, but your real family was everybody. It truly takes a community to produce the students that sit before me. And in a time such as the last 4 years, they've needed each other and you more than ever. So it's not just the moms and dads, the grandmas and the grandpas, but it's the aunts and uncles. It's the neighbors' parents that helped give them a ride to school or to the sports games or pitched in together to make it real. It takes a community to do what we've done, and I could not be more proud of our community. Thank you. So the other thing that I always like to talk about at the senior awards that's super important to me is that you all remember that you'll always be a part of our family. There will be times in the next 8 to 10 years when you're finding your way, whatever that may be, trade school, service, the military, going to the world of work, going to college. There will be days when you will struggle. You can always talk to the folks here. We will always be a part of your family. So don't be afraid to reach out to us, especially during these first few years, because the weirdest feeling in the world isn't tomorrow. It's October of this year when you don't go back to high school. It is bizarre. There's no way to explain it. Your life is permanently different at that point. So just remember, you'll always be a part of our family, and if you ever need us, we'll be here for you, okay? So, seniors, congratulations. I have a few parting words of wisdom for you today. If there's one book that I recommend to you after high school, it is Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. In this book, Stephen Covey summarized hundreds of years of success literature, and he talks about 7 habits. The first is to be proactive. Do something to make the situation better. The second is to begin with the end in mind. Whatever it is that you want to do in life, you have to imagine yourself succeeding at it and then eliminate the obstacles until it happens. I'll say it again. Imagine what it's going to feel like when you've succeeded at it. Everything about it. And then don't stop until you do it. Something happens when you do this in life. Somehow people's energy just supports you when you have a vision and you refuse to back off. Put first things first. It is critical that you make a plan and follow it. Think win-win. Ask yourself how you can meet your needs and the needs of the other people involved when you're solving a complicated problem. The 5th habit is probably the most important, and I'll take a moment to talk about that before I close my remarks. Seek first to understand and then to be understood. Number 6 is to synergize. You've done it already. The pandemic forced you to work well with others and to bring everyone together to achieve a goal, which is to have you in front of us today, ready to move forward in the world. And the last is to take care of yourselves. Sharpen the saw. Find a way to manage your stress and practice self-care, whatever that may be. My experience has been that all of these habits are important, but I want to share a story related specifically to habit number 5, which is to seek first to understand and then to be understood. This story comes from Dr. Covey. It's a famous story, and it goes like this. I was riding a subway on Sunday morning in New York. People were sitting quietly, reading papers or resting with eyes closed. It was a peaceful scene. Then a man with his children entered the subway car. The man sat next to me and closed his eyes, apparently oblivious to his children, who were yelling, throwing things, and even grabbing people's papers. I couldn't believe it. How could he be so insensitive? And eventually, with what I felt was unusual patience, I turned and said, "Sir, your children are disturbing people. I wonder if you couldn't control them a little more." The man lifted his gaze as if he saw the situation for the first time, and he said, "Oh, you're right." He said softly, "I guess I should do something about it. We just came from the hospital where their mother died about an hour ago. I don't know what to think, and I guess I don't know how to handle it either." Suddenly, I saw things differently. And because I saw differently, I felt differently. I behaved differently. My irritation vanished. I didn't have to worry about controlling my attitude or my behavior. My heart filled with compassion. "Your wife just died? Oh, I'm so sorry. Can you tell me about it? What can I do to help you?" Everything changed in an instant. The key point to this story is that you have to listen to others, not just wait for your turn to speak. I'll say it again. Listen to others, not just waiting for your turn to speak, but to truly understand. If you can do that, all the other habits that I've talked about this evening fall into place. So I hope you'll all take the time to read Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's truly a life-changing book. But if you're ever in doubt, I always recommend that you just keep it simple and follow the unshakable advice of Dr. Dawson. Suck it up, buttercup. But always keep working and stay positive. Thank you very much and congratulations.
That's it, right? Are we done? No, we have one more important thing to do. Ah, yes, the diplomas. It's now the moment that we've been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to do our diploma distribution. Give us just a second to get the stage ready. Dawn would be over here. Yeah, I think so. That makes sense. That's what we usually do.
highest, Andrew Bailey Turkington. Jacob Daniel Thomas. Gage Kenton Libby. James Patrick O'Connell Jr. Emma Elizabeth Crowe. Riley Joseph Holt. Abigail May Regis. Jocelyn Cynthia Lindgren.
Jason Cameron Allen. Ian Thomas Andreessen. Nathaniel Alexander Eden Ashby. Keith Stephen Barbrick. Luke Alexander Folio. Morgan Eliza Bell. Jacob M. Benner. Catherine Lena Bilecki. Finn Carlson Blomberg.
Thanks for saying it correctly.
Amazing. Thomas Nabil Bowles. Jasmine Renee Bolte. Andrew Jacob Bonagura. Jake Joseph Bond. Damian Amias Bonet. Mary Ann Bowden. Olivia Madeline Bradley. Mariah Lynn Isabella Bryant. Ray Rosalie Bryant. Cassidy Rose Butler.
Shane Thomas Byers. Laura Irene Chase. Noah Ronald Cavallo. Jacob Thomas Chapman. Isabella Jane Giacchino.
Carly Elizabeth Childs.
David John Coco. Jenna Elise Cole. Justin Matthew Collette. Jacob Maximus Thompson. Alexandra Ann Corey. Joseph Perry Costanza. Thank you. Caitlin Barbara Cunningham. Melissa Laura Cunningham. Brian Francis Curtin. Laura Grace Gabriel. Kirsten Kathleen Daly. Austin Matthew DeClerc. Savannah Jean Deshane.
Hannah Marie Douglas. Rory Anita Doolin. Reese Dunn. Damian Ray Easter. Jillian Kara Epstein. Jillian Marie Evans. David Keegan Faulkner. James Kaiser Faulkner. Riley Francis. Laura Kirsten Fredrickson. Jacob Edward Friedman. Tyler Patrick Frizzell. Deandra Ivory Gates. Christopher Michael Gerard. Robert Bob John Gerasi. Samantha Leah Gerasi. Ethan Wallace Gregoire. Skylar Lee Griffith.
Dorothy Rose Gavin. Dakota Teddy Hamilton. Andrew Richard Hardy. Elizabeth Ann Hassel. Kayla Ann Hayes. Kaylin Rose Heath. Riley Jordan Henshaw. Molly Jane Heaver. Logan Charles Hiltz. Aiden Michael Pinkley. Mason Jeffrey Howell. Elizabeth Marie Hull. Noah Falcon Hurst. Adam Thomas Ingersoll. Alyssa Elizabeth Drilinsky. Jacqueline Abigail Gilson, aka Jackie J. Asher Charles Jordanay.
Nicholas Anthony Cohane. Seth Austin Nichols. Kevin Walter Pelosi. Skyla Eve Lambert. Sophia Wendy Lee Lang. Adam Stephen Lanowitz. Anna Julia Milito Lalis. Ryan Robert Leiter. Connor Michael Allen. Crystal Rose Marlowe. Jaden Lee Marshall. Aiden Ismail Matias. That was good, right? Okay. Aubrey Rose McGinn. Rose Elise McKean. Molly Ann McNulty. Catherine Teresa Muse. Ellie Marie Morris. William Graham Morse. Sarah Nicole Mullen. Joseph Jaden Murphy. Victoria Paige Nealon. Noah Alexander O'Brien. Nelson Barker Olive. Haley Joe O'Toole. Sullivan James Willett. Travis Paul Paquin. Jason Patrick Bannock. Colby Joseph Picard. Bridget Destiny Porter. Elizabeth Diamond Porter. Tanner Samuel Poland. Andrew David Pugh. Adam Joseph Putnam. Roxanne Quino. Joseph Joshua Rajevich. Jared Michael Rembrandt. Abigail Judith Roberts.
Mitchell Everett Romani. Jordan Elizabeth Rossi. Alec Jeffrey Rydeen. Adam Duncan Sabatini. Joshua David Surratt. Sierra Alexis Savoy. James Joseph Scanlon IV. Ryan Tyler Schrader. Mary Catherine Silva. Jamie Richard Sims. Hunter Treadwell Siddimer. Joseph Matthew Smith. Cassandra Louise St. Germain. Eris Rose Stevens. Joshua Cole Stevens. Aiden David Stogren. Caitlin Nora Stokes. Nora Elizabeth Sullivan. Olivia May Sullivan. Ethan Adam Tate. Elsie Tedesco. Justin William Barney. Alexander Charles White. Samantha Ann White. Blake Vincent Arendelle. Ariana Marie York.
But hold on, I'm gonna make a couple of announcements first. We're almost there, almost. Now, before we make our special announcement to announce our class, I do want to point out a couple of things that make this ceremony just a little bit different than what we've done in the past. We have just a little bit of a surprise for our community and our graduates because it has been one heck of a 4 years, right? Am I right? How about a round of applause for all of us as a Sanborn community? I'm going to be inviting Mr. Ambrose up here to confer the diplomas, but before I do that, I will ask everybody to remain seated after that is done. Our bagpipe band is going to be bringing our graduates not far, but out to the other side of all of you in front of the football field. We're going to have a little bit of a surprise show happening out on the baseball field in just a second. So again, I'm asking everybody to stay until our graduates are off, but we're not ready for that. We haven't conferred the diplomas. Mr. Ambrose.
I just wanted to take one quick moment. The average tenure for a high school principal in the United States of America is 3 to 5 years. So before I confer your diplomas, I just want everyone to say thank you to Mr. Stack on the count of 3 for 12 years of principalship. Okay, so we're all going to say thank you on the count of 3. Thank you, Mr. Stack. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Mr. Stack. He told me it wasn't about him, but we all know it really is about him. All right, everyone, get ready. Hands on the tassel. On the count of 3, I can hold your tassel and get ready to move it to the left side. 1, 2. Oh, I didn't say 3. What are y'all doing? 2.25. 3.